Hey YouTubers, Starfire here. So I'm finally reviewing Supernatural the night that it's on. Yay! Alright, so it's season 13, episode 2, called The Rising Sun. So, this episode was interesting because, like, I like that we're getting to see both the alternate reality with Mary and Lucifer, and then, you know, the present with Dean and Sam and all that. So basically Jack is kind of like just learning more things, like trying to figure out who he is and why he heals when he, you know, when something happens to him, and like just the fact that, you know, he could hurt people. You know, Sam really believes in him. He believes he can be saved, and Sam's just being the person that he is, trying to, you know, talk to him and just, you know, tell him that it'll be okay. And he's talking to Dean and is like, you know, we've been through a lot. We've been through so much, and we've been down that low, but we've made it through. Excuse me. And you know, they're eventually going to find out about Mary and Lucifer and the alternate thing and all that stuff. And then we see Donatello, and then this other guy who's a freaking demon who's like in Lucifer's place right now while they don't know what happened to Lucifer. So it's like all this stuff, like just kind of this big mess. And so, but in the alternate reality, we got to see Michael. We got to see Michael! It's a different actor playing him, but it's still Michael. And he's like, I killed Lucifer in my world already. Like, what are you doing here? You know, kind of thing. And so it was really, really, really interesting for that reason. And, you know, just Jack trying to figure out like who he is and what he is, and, you know, all these voices that he's hearing and just all this stuff, and he doesn't know. And like, you know, Sam being Sam is trying to fix it and make things good, and, you know, he's telling Jack that Dean always has to feel like he has to protect everybody, and, you know, and we might have to protect people from you because of how powerful and dangerous you could possibly be. And so, you know, they have to deal with that. And I mean, they're trying to help him, but they have to kind of be careful because they don't know what he's capable of. And we will eventually see Cass again too. So, yeah. Yeah, but what was with that guy? Like, he's this demon who's like trying to search for Lucifer. I like the alternate worlds. I think it's interesting. I mean, it looks very lonely and isolated, but I'm interested to see how they're gonna build that, you know, going on with this as the season goes on, because like they haven't really done that before. So I really want to see, like, you know, who's alive and who's not and things like that. I'm so sorry that I keep yawning. I didn't realize I was that tired. I'm so sorry. Anyway, yeah, so I think it was a good episode, and I like where they're going with things. I like the way that they're kind of doing this story with the Nephilim, with Jack, and, you know, just how everything is kind of playing out with the alternate world and all of that. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they're going to go with the rest of it. What are some of your guys' predictions? Do you know things? Like, have you read stuff? Because I really need to be keeping up a lot more with like the shows that I review, because I used to do that a lot, but I've just been so busy like recently that I don't really do that as much, and I feel bad, but I do read things here and there sometimes about Supernatural, and you know, if it's something that I think is important and relevant that's going to be coming up in the season, I'll mention it, or I'll post it on Twitter or something. But yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with like news about them as much as I used to. So you guys know anything? Like, do you know some stuff that might be happening in upcoming episodes? Do you have any predictions of what you think will happen? Like, just mention them, whether it's on here, on Twitter, wherever. Like, just share those. I'd love to hear what they are and what you think they'll do with it. You know, how it'll play out and stuff. Honestly, like, I just want the boys to know that Mary is still alive. And I want them to find out about this alternate world. And I know that they will, but I don't know when they're going to. And I think that, like, all this stuff with Jack is going to probably eventually lead up to all of that, because, you know, he is Lucifer's son, and Lucifer is, like, searching for his son. And so I think that, you know, we're going to see all of that kind of meld together in a way, and you know, it'll bring them into that world, and everything will be different for them and everybody around them, and it'll just be, you know, completely different from what they expect. Maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't, you know, it depends. So yeah. All right, well, that's kind of all I got. These reviews are usually pretty short, but maybe you appreciate that a little bit more. I don't know. But hopefully I talked a little bit more this time than I did for the premiere, because I feel like I went a little bit more in detail about some things. So if you guys have any news about like upcoming episodes, if you have any thoughts about like my review, you have your own thoughts, share them on comments on here, share them on Twitter, do all of that stuff. I liked the episode, and I look forward to each episode every week. So yeah. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff, and I'll see you next time. So carry on, my wayward son.